Hello, one and all. How are we all doing today? We're doing good? Hope we're doing good. Let me stop the music. Let me turn up the music. Oh, that looks loud. We'll see. Hi. How are we all doing? Oh god, it's been about a month since I played this. Jeez. I've forgotten whether I even did any after stream. Playing some Disco Elysium today. We'll find out where I got to previously. And yeah, I've been wanting to go back to this, so I'm glad we have the time. This does seem a bit loud on my end. Hold on. Okay, that's better for me. So let's load it up. I mean, I made a hard save here, so I'm gonna. Okay, it's 6 and 2 threes. I'm gonna move this. I was gonna call it a 3DS. Oh god. So I'm on my own for some reason, holding a crowbar. Do I want to take a nap?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
No time to rest. We've got crimes to solve. What I see in the mirror? Who is that girl I see?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom
God.
wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Okay.
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
Nice.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Wonderful.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
You're absolutely right.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Okay, let's not mess around with these ones. Where does this go? Okay, just looking around. I think I'm on the first day still. Yeah, I am. Wow. I mean, granted, that's with context of what I've played previously. So tomorrow, we'll get to interview the dock workers. Hi, friend.
Can I help you?
That's a note. You want to talk? It's all about money, you know? Absolutely. So true, bestie.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. This isn't case related.
Alright.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it.
Okay. You know, why are you still up?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Alright.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Alright, Kuno. How's my brain chemistry these days? Okay, nothing for me to pick up here. Don't think. I cannot see anything. Oh, there's not a door here. I keep forgetting. Maybe it's time to go to bed. Harry. Yeah, maybe it's the best. You know what? Technically, a save's come there, because then I could redo that phone thing. But you know what? Let's just go to sleep.
The bed is cold. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
Roll over to the other
It's a little
side.
better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Nope. Oh, it's me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. No. I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Stinky boy. I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
I sleep. All right. Day 2. Come on, Harry. Attaboy.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What the hell's going on with
You
me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life.
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
Detecting is my life.
Of course. Martinez is speed central. You just gotta poke around. Follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different.
So, I mean, this isn't speed, but probably does something similar, right?
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens. Rare and gritty. A product of the age of atomic power.
Look at the little puck.
What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom.
Open the cap.
The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up. Like an oyster.
I do love
Come on,
oysters.
slurp it.
Slurp it aggressively.
You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
Tastes like a kiss.
It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists, as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning.
Oh god, on fire?
Not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm.
Will I be able to stand straight and walk?
Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery. Fire machinery.
Hell yeah.
Please don't actually operate any fire machines.
No promises. This is going to be so useful in my line of work.
Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings. If you can keep the vomit in, because it sort of also makes you want to throw up.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Pyrrolidon button. It gives +1 to psyche skills. Empathy.
Okay. Have I got a thought that I'm currently working on? Yep. I'm going to take these out of my hands for now. Just for safety. And let's go. Is Kim going to get out? Or is he already up? No? Okay.
The door is...
But it might not be till lunchtime. Oh no, they're there. Never mind. And Kim wants to talk to me. Good morning.
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Good, thanks.
I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to. The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
Are these the men Gart told us about
I
yesterday?
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep.
Get together,
It's
Kim.
them by the looks of
Goddamn.
it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
What do you mean by
I'm
rowdy?
ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCA being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast. I have no doubt these are the Hardy Boys Evrard told us about. The ones who keep the peace around here. And the big one must be Hardy himself.
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever
Thank
you
you, Kim.
decide is fine by me.
Hi, Gart.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight?
The 20 real. Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real.
How could anyone forget ask?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Good day, ma'am. Everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What do you need the phone
To
for?
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing, then I'll get back to this.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through the leaves of reeds.
Hi, Ergo.
Something
How are we?
sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What's this expedition your husband's on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Had a pork pie for lunch and still feel sweaty. Yeah, I can't eat pork pies. I get that exact feeling.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over
Oh
there.
my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Oh, hopefully, maybe I get to meet what's his face again and do that funny voice that everybody loves.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
I want to ask about the insect, but I want to continue the plot for now. I saw something lit up. What are this? The tomatoes are thinly sliced. You can see through them.
The man ponders.
No new dialogue. Let's do... Did that save? Yep. Okay, let's submit a bit more. Do you still say the same thing? You gotta spend money to make money. So true.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Feels like she's waiting for a reaction of some sort. You're right, Lieutenant. She did seem friendlier sitting on that corner.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
That's correct. She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Too bad.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. in the way she stands.
Easily,
Face.
Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel.
I disagree.
You are here to question these men.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
And what's your role in all
Like
this?
I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Why are you so aggressive?
You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. We've talked to Evrard Claire. We know who these men are. The Union's militant wing.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. It's cool and funny.
I don't need privatization peons from a rent-a-cop. Just do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
I started watching Kingdom. It's very good. What's King? Well, I can probably guess what Kingdom is about, but what's it about? What are you going to do to me? Lieutenant's not satisfied with this approach.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter devoid of
The
joy.
Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
I should talk to Titus then. Well, she was a hoot. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Korean period drama involving royal politics and then dead. Ooh, that's definitely not what I thought it was. Sounds cool. Sorry, Monica's titties are big, are in the way of photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I'm not rolling that. Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Revert your gaze. Alright, let's talk to Titus.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Adapted from a manhwa. I don't know the name of it, but the last like K-drama I heard about was like this girl getting sent back in time, and I mean that's it. That's all I know, and it's like a rom-com of sorts. This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
First, we need to talk about your attitude. Cross your arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in
Hey,
disbelief.
asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the corner. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the hanged man. Man hanged out at the back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, Shanky, you rapscallion.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
I'm Android 13. Look at my trucker hat.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Questions? To hell with that. Get right up in the big dick's face. Physical confrontation.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy Boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny, rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
You stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You know his gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Sarah Merizian.
Yeah. You're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
A picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Take an aggressive step closer.
The room is silent. The leader does not flinch. Get further in there. Escalate.
Tilt your head from side to side, cracking your neck.
What the fuck is this? You wanna fuck with me?
Open and close your
He
fists.
hunches forward. His right hand starts tapping a quick little rhythm on his thigh. Tap, tap, tap. This guy's tough. Get the eye twitch going. You need to look scary.
Engage eye twitch.
What do you think you're doing? You hear, but his mouth isn't moving. It's the tension in his shoulders speaking.
What are you
I
doing?
can do this all night long. His clenched fists say, their knuckles turning white. I'm young. You're 50,000 years old. Do not explain or defend yourself. Attack.
In that time I have killed more than once, I can feel it in me, the ugly. With all the abuse I've taken, I'm still walking, talking, ready to get into this fight. At my age, you will be dead, you're impulsive, you'll get in a fight you won't win. With all the abuse I've taken, I'm still walking, talking, ready to get into this fight. In that time I have killed more than one, I can feel it in me, the ugly. Sure.
Good. The twitch in his eye replies. I've beaten a man so hard he doesn't move. Or maybe I kept his head underwater. Hard to say which, but you can feel the ugly in me too. With begrudging respect, he leans back. The room around you is silent. Time to speak now.
Oh.
With words.
Okay, no fighting. Sure. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
We have spoken to the head of the union.
Evrard?
Yes, him.
And what did he tell you? That we killed him? That we took a cargo belt from the harbor, went out back, and used it to hang him?
The man gets a strange gleam in his eyes. His fist contracts as if going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
Because we did. All of us together. I hope he told the story straight. I hope he told it well.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips. She tilts her head. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. Address Titus. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable. Everett Clare runs the union. You answer to him, right? I'm actually thinking pointing to the harbour, like insult them by saying the power was taken away from him. I think pointing out his cohorts, they would just back him up.
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Evrard runs the union. I run the Hardy Boys.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
You murdered him just like that. No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it's worse than dying. Yes, but these were all bad people. Look, I'm just doing my job. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember what I've sent behind the bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
When did this hanging incident happen?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Yeah, boys, get him!
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
I didn't even know he was in the Special
'Cause
Forces.
one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNE's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNE's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
But what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his
There's
mouth.
slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Just trying to make sense of this flood of information.
This girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Well, send help. You're not doing PvP anymore. Yes, you're right. You shouldn't have procrastinated. Is it a midnight hand-in, or have you got till tomorrow? Oh, Zyle. You're. Well, it was due yesterday. Oh. Good luck. Was this the same girl who was assaulted, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Good to be clarified.
And we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Right. Wasn't he a trained killer from Orine's special forces? If yes, then how did you manage to overpower him? How did this overpowering happen? Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Actually,
oh, I didn't want to fail that.
Admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the pressure.
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Alright, I have another question about lynching.
What, copper?
Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
You confess to murder. YOLO.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
That's an Easter 50. A Ziemsk-made monstrosity. It'll blow your head clean off.
Grab his wrists. Fuck it.
The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast. Not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez. As the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Well, that was a fun stream, folks. Alright. Yep. I didn't know that was possible. Okay, so... Oh, okay.
The bed is cold.
I should treat this like Skyrim and do...
Feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
Oh, I have to...
And
Oh,
then
brother!
sleep doesn't.
I should have made a
Then
quick save.
Sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed. It's a little better. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over.
Okay. Talk to the hanging man.
Do you remember the center? You're not. Do you remember your... That's right, funky baby. Tell me. No, you failed Elysium. You're not coming back from shit. You're
So something is... Oh yeah, time to go to work in the shit factory.
Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to put drugs in my hands. Oh.
Whoa. In your hand. What a funny little... The container is... You suck a manly dose. It tastes like... Not really. It's just them. Why not? Please don't actually operate any... Already, if you can keep...
In the bottom right...
Good going, buddy. Oh. Just a drink. You mean, why are you so tired? That's... Don't do that. Speed, you got up. Don't be silly. Of course, you and...
Did I repair the sink?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it.
Wait.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is... You had told you that you... The mirror begins to...
Alright. Maybe I'll pass that check this time. That would be nice. Yes, yes, all good. I pay.
Can I help you?
Guards.
Good. You...
How good?
Just...
She's at...
And they're...
They're close.
It's fine.
The lady is distressed.
The union office probably... To let the... I was also hoping she'd heard from her. That's just...
Cold...
You have more important... Just some... But they...
The waterlock.
Oh, Gary's is... Oh my. Well...
You're welcome.
I hate to ask.
This will show...
And if you see him... Oh, you're such a damn...
Okay. I guess we'll look at the tomatoes. Speak to Kim.
I've got some... Well, he's in processing now. We have other matters to it. The Union muscle finally turned up. And they look round. This is clearly the Union's peacekeep. We can't be sure, of course. Evart may a completely one loose thread less. I mean, men who... And the big one must be hardy. One more thing before...
Yeah.
They're in no hurry.
Alright. Go back to reaction speeds. Hello
Let
again.
me handle this.
You seem...
You are far from home. That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm
Not.
You are look. That's...
It doesn't...
She said, could this be the Miss Buford that Easy Leo mentioned?
I said...
Even though she has...
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. What you want is, like I already told you, aggressive.
We've talked to her.
Listen.
Fuck you.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. I don't need privatization.
You know, we're just making another one so I don't have to do that one again. Okay, look at the spit bucket. Look at toting guns, window,
Behind,
squint.
there's a little slide panel up there to let some...
Sorry, folks. Just... Okay, let's punch him.
This is where you say your bit.
Always commit to the bit. Come on.
Detective,
Hey,
What is he?
hey, asshole.
we're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh,
You should.
Oh, he was.
I can't.
You might want.
These guys questions.
No.
The boy.
Yeah.
Relax there.
Yeah,
You
Dennis,
fuck with
let
the Hardy
Dennis
Boys, you
enjoy.
fuck with me.
Too late. You all of the actors here. You could take another look at the room. Get further.
What the fuck is this?
He hung this. What do you think I can do? Do not explain. Good. With begrudging respect, he leans back.
The Brit
Funny. But my partner and I have it.
Everard, and what did he?
The man.
Because
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened. Are you there? Do you think you could do
who do you keep him?
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity.
How many people?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years.
Mm.
For life.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez,
You don't.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
No name.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Why don't...
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
Why? I am.
What kind?
The kind...
Alive?
I can't prove it.
Cause one
Yeah,
night.
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't believe.
Wrong.
There's slight unease in him.
To kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabs.
Yeah. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
Aren't you?
Yeah. Me and you.
No.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We
Didn't they?
Can you give us?
Titus.
we over.
Then we left him for.
Right, come on. Pass.
Actually,
Damn it.
they're admirably... Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting. So don't get your hopes up.
With numbers.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fuck?
Like what, Copper? Yeah.
Not.
A fearful red by your easy, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve.
Wise move. You made the right
What are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez. Go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that one. Talk to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. I told you already, spoke to Everard.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal when they're coming for
This is
you.
what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Which is Blondie on the shoulder. Yeah, I read that too, and yeah.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
They have automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Well, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, will they pierce ceramic armor?
Guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See what? That they don't? What? I guess we're gonna see.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
This Crenell's bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Conclude with a shrug.
What do you mean? Okay.
I mean, okay, they're just gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come in. I mean, God. I mean, okay, you've got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them. They're gonna wipe you the fuck out.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
Oh, do you want to manifest that you'll survive?
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
I told you already. I spoke to Everett. He said you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Turns his eyes full of heart to the big man.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
I really don't think I'm going to be able to establish authority on a 8% chance. I would literally have to roll... I think... I'd have to roll 2 6s. Well...
Caustic echo. Splat. Splatity splat, Harry. You know what that means? It means the shit has fallen off the stick, and it's bad again. You lost something, and it's not your gun. It's not your badge. It's not your uniform. You can find all of those things. No, the charred echo was left by the one thing you will never find again. Not even if you dive into the sea in search of it. It's the love of your life, Harry. The scent is everywhere. The sound is in everything. The alarm goes off at 3.
Experience minus authority. Shit. Okay. Magnesium-based life form. It's generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known as the structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it's important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it. Down? Mag time. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Internalize. Alright. So I was lacking authority. don't know if that's actually going to be worth it. So I've got 5 at the moment. No, I have 0 at the moment. Composure. Sure. Okay. Talk to Tice and establish authority. Find morale. Find speed. I'm not running away from my problems. Okay, so I want to look at the tracks again.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the hardy boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags.
Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth, this is the big dick, Titus Hardy, the one with the bald cap on his head.
Interesting.
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy.
Continue.
Maybe even too easy.
Okay, well, get this. I can't finish my work because I'm missing a screenshot for one of the parts. FML. Where would you acquire the screenshot? Do your college mates not have it?
2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes.
Oh.
Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plexion around his neck.
Hold on. This one's for you, Zyle.
Three, hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. The inked banger, perhaps.
Dame Danny.
4, standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
And what else?
5, another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6, light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, shanky.
I should have gotten this earlier.
Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty.
Count the rest.
7, the glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
And the last one?
8, another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
Okay.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
Anything else out of the ordinary? An aberration. One soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy.
Oh.
It's a driver.
A driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. The accelerator's on the right. And remember that abandoned lorry cabin we found?
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, lights up with excitement.
Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Odd Soul.
Woman shakes your head, always deceitful. She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting.
Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
This would fit with what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus Hardy has got to say on the matter. This might throw them off, work in our advantage. So, what else?
200 kilo imprint.
200? This could be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Yeah, Zyle, your punishment is more PvP. Congrats. He may be right, 200 plus a living weight.
Possibly, yes.
Light step, number 41 shoe.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy. The one with his front teeth missing. I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
He looks at the tracks, face lighting up in the realization.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy boys.
Let him have his moment of joy.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our old soul.
So the odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us much, but we should still confront them about the possible drug trade connection.
We've been through all of it. Alright. Onward. Me and Barber tried to do more Deep Dungeon yesterday. We got to about floor like 45, 46, and then there was a party wipe, so we stopped.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be?
It's not Elizabeth.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
And he points at Lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
You're right, there is no local drug trade, except you. No, do the honor, you've earned it. Forget it, I knew they'd never went up to it. Well, you gave me the alley-oop.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off poisoning your own people? Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact that there's still plenty of drugs out there. There's still plenty of drugs out there. In fact, I have some in my bloodstream right now. Let's go for the third one.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Little shit. That's Kuno in the yard.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Sorry, I don't have a laugh track ready.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Establish. You know what? Fuck it. 17%. YOLO.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stomp your feet. Point your finger. First you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who. That's bullshit. I'm the only one who keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Kim, I need your gun. That's it. That's all I got.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
Kim, I need your gun.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What? Who? Me? What is it? Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Kim, the gun, please.
Yes. You. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun, not after the last time.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh.
Merely what?
A brief moment passes in silence.
The pressure in the room grows to a boiling point.
Be careful, it's loaded.
He unholsters and gives you his firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand like a funny
Good.
toy.
Now put it in your mouth.
What? What? But I want to point it at them. Put the barrel in your mouth. So behold the demonstration. I want to point it at them.
I want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man. You're going to point it at yourself.
What?
Go ahead. Show them.
What are you doing?
The short, cold barrel touches your lips. It tastes like iron in hell.
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
You will never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me. You better get ready to fucking respect me. I'm not fucking this case up. I'm gonna kill myself, you fucking whore. These are my thoughts. This is my head.
What in the name of motherfuck?
He looks closer, squinting at you.
Acidic taste on your lips. Corrosive. Once as a child, you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. That was a long time ago.
The fuck is he saying?
Some insane shit.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
You will respect
We'll
me.
solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry.
Inside the small mechanism, you can hear a spring tensing up.
Yeah. Cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
I'm gonna kill myself now, you fucking whore.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official reportedly from the 41st precinct shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised. Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria,
I demanded respect, so I shot myself.
Commented he was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before.
Oh, we're gonna have to speedrun all this text again. No, I did use the gunbreaker skill properly. I just turned off bow light as soon as it came on. We have a lot of dialogue to
This is where you
run through.
Bed.
I didn't know. Maybe Kim was gonna.
Hey,
What is he?
hey, asshole, up.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh,
You should.
Oh, he was.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, you tell him, boss.
No.
The book.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah,
Let Dennis and
yeah.
Easy, fellas.
Yeah,
Too
boss.
late. You of the actors here. You could take
Take a
the
grip.
rope. Get further.
What the fuck it?
He hunt this guy's. What do you think? I can do this. Do not explain or good. Would be
Can
great.
I? No, these are faded out. Okay.
The pretty
Funny.
yeah, bro. And what did
The man.
because
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch.
how many people
or send them to reunion to rot? For 20.
rest assured?
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that?
Who do you fucking think does?
I wonder what happens when I blame somebody else.
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him, apologetically.
It's not the fat ass. Titus runs the Hardy Boy.
I think you got your end.
Yes, there are some administrative differences.
Okay, that wasn't-
You
that
don't
wasn't
have to
funny.
Keep answering.
I know, Lizzie.
No.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Meow 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 meow.
That's enough insinuation for today.
Why? I am
What kind?
the kind of
Alive?
not
Cause one.
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't believe it.
wrong
There's slight.
to kill us all,
Yeah.
He grabs.
Yeah. Show me your con. What?
aren't you?
Yeah. Me and you.
No,
There's nothing you can do for now.
we
Didn't they teach you?
Can you give us?
Titus.
over.
Then we left him for seagulls,
Right.
maggots, and you fucks.
Maybe I'll pass it this time.
Titus
There we
is
go.
solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch, definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but No change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. Tomato juice? Just tomato juice? A non-alcoholic tomato juice? What's the point of that?
Exactly. Who's cracking under the pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far, definitely the weakest link in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
Hey you. Having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few curled locks are peeking under from his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
With numbers.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fucking...
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
You sure?
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not
like what, Copper?
Nothing.
I think we've done this.
Good luck.
Okay.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easy.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm not trying to...
Caustic echo.
Right, we've been through this. I'm not intentionally safe scumming, I more want to see what the endings are. Because they're funny, you know? So we'll check the footprints, we'll go in front of them, save. Please don't fuck up, please don't fuck up, please don't fuck up.
There are several footprints in the mud. 8 pairs
Excellent.
of boots shuffled back. 1. Standard. Is it? 2. Standard. 3.
We've been through this.
Hobnailed 4. Standard. 5. Another standard. 6. Light as air. Better 7. The glowing outline. 8. Another standard.
7. That's all? I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy. I could still be wrong. 200.
He might be right.
Possibly. Yes. Interesting.
Oh, this...
With a piece of sand, which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be... You're right. But we should... A week?
It is not
I pulled last week.
correct again. Subs...
What do I... Then, after...
Indeed.
So far...
Of course. There were 8.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's go. Looks like the Hardy boys are... Excellent.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Well, if I'm a clown, you must be the Cirque du Soleil.
What are you... Or...
Actually...
She?
Shut the fuck...
So let me...
That's right. You're not...
Good.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is all...
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to...
Nervous snickering.
This is what...
Let them come.
You heard. Yeah.
Let them come.
The mood is on the rise. Their feet...
Yeah.
These people...
No, there. We got weapons of our... I guess we're gonna see. Right about what? Big.
He's really...
What do you mean? Okay.
I mean, you got this. You got the numbers.
Goddamn right we do. We...
Fuck yeah, we have.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
Oh.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna let...
Let's... The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't like it.
We'll do that. The person...
The thought forms in your head. like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
That's my...
Yeah, man.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a...
Poisoning off your own people?
For boo fucking who?
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized.
Theoretically.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy.
My aunt...
And
I know.
Despite...
Go fuck your mom, Dad.
that's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good one, Ty.
About fucking time.
Kind of want to... I know I just said I'm not going to save Scum, but... Maybe just once. The chances are very low, you know?
It's you again. What is it?
It'll be like when I got that shiny scissor. If I get it first try, then it's not save scumming, right?
Establish...
Curious. The game glitched out there. It's repeating this thing. Oh well, I'll just have to go through it. Come on. Come on.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
It's better than putting a gun in my mouth, okay? Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. You must be... You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hands.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer, and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job like you.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped, she needs counselling, we need to talk to her. I've asked this before. Why are you hiding the victim?
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing to hide. So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing, or you got the freight train of pain heading your way. You understand?
What is her name?
Claudia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have...
Miss Orange Disco Dancer.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Classier Hamandu. Cool. Keep your cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So, the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
What is your relationship with her? He looks around and uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
What did you mean by the partying?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
Another question?
God damn it. Get it over with already.
Thank you. We'll talk later. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight.
Right.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
Went pretty okay, I guess.
It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
Nothing. Let's move on.
Right, officer. This is nothing.
So far, I've still established that I don't think I've told anyone.
By his assurance, it's going to be all right.
I have managed to still not admit like memory loss or whatever. I think the game might be treating it as if I have though.
The door is closed.
Knock knock.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I'm definitely snooping. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's... You see the yard below, the corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Look at the medication.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite the collection in here.
If not.
Search the
Pill
bottles.
bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads...
What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Search the pill
Among
sheets.
some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian. Marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Is there something more interesting?
A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Take it.
You dropped it.
God damn it.
Dab in the middle of the
83%.
floor. There it is. Orange as the midsummer evening sun. Or the lieutenant's bomber jacket. Wow. That's unbelievably orange. Anyone can see that. It's practically effervescent.
Pick it up.
The lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the Preptide bottle sounds like a rattlesnake. It's basically a percussion instrument that you're stuffing into your pocket. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
You know what? You're right. Threaten people. Hell yeah. Wait, how many of these do I have? I have a bunch of experience, actually. I'm just gonna keep it going, you know? So about those drugs. This bright orange medicine bottle declares the brand Preptide in a sunny, happy manner. Someone has lost the bottle, but who cares?
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Will it make me into super cop? Wait, but Kim is here. He'll be disappointed. This could be really bad for my health, isn't it? My body's ready. Let's do this.
It'll make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years.
Kim will be disappointed.
See, that's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. And, Kim, it can help you with everything.
This is going to be bad for my health, isn't it?
It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating.
Let's have some speed.
You raise the Preptide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic, and stings a bit inside your nose.
I just hit myself with the crowbar. Mamma mia! Good to have you back, Officer Mega Cop. The world has been waiting.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity. Your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches. Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco.
Kim, I did a little speed. I hope you don't mind. It was for professional reasons. Feels great. Are there any downsides at all?
To this? You kidding? There are downsides to not being on it.
Cool, cool. Let's boogie.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
In the bottom right corner of the screen.
The bottom right corner. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so I want things that... smokes. Let's go. The bed has been hastily made.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the glass of the
Smooth as
surface.
ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, No hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
It smells some smoke in the air. Astra, menthol. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Look, a handful of dried wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Quick. Quick, grab them.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
I did it. What's over here?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this
I
lead
don't
to?
know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's
I
important?
don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Tap on the roof with your
A
foot.
dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle. It sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
I don't want to hurt my foot just now.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman had a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean, then toned over several years of self-defense training. You can sense it in the sharp pointing of her elbows.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander towards the
Where
yard.
the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
No, I just trashed the place.
I know. That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the fabled cop of the apocalypse.
I guess I can't. I can't do this right now. Okay.
His arrival is a sign of the end times. All this will come crashing down in mere days.
I'm disappointed it's dragging out like this. What a farce. With contempt written all over your face, fucking end already. New information has come to light. It's a matter of weeks now. A great reckoning of the classes. Revachol explodes in vigilante violence is foretold.
Yeah, man.
Her face wrinkles into a rock and roll smile.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. No need to dilly-dally. She's tough.
No, I'll go straight to it. I don't want to sound like a namby-pamby.
Good on you, boy. She can take it.
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Lazier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Medefort, Republic of Oranje.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Bad memory of what?
Lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Fredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
And what's that?
Oranese lit.
Lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
And what's the literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
She smiles.
Miss Oranje, now there is something you should linger on.
Wouldn't it be inappropriate to linger?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
And what is that?
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of our century 37, in Oranje.
I mean, in for a penny, what is a beauty
It's a
pageant?
competition for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
And what is beauty?
When you have the fewest deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess.
So you were stupid and mediocre?
No. I was the most stupid and mediocre. And I got a crown and a sash and a scepter for it. And a scholarship to study Oranese lit.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Could we take a look at your passport,
I'm
please?
afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street, and I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her
Thank you.
movements.
That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you got here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? Got quite the prescription collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
That's all as far as that goes then.
Very funky.
Where does that door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
That window, isn't it?
It is.
An evasive maneuver. Ask a follow-up.
And when was it changed? During your stay?
Yeah. I'm trying not to lie to you here. Stop making it hard.
Then tell the truth.
The truth is, I'm a horrible girl. Windows break around me. It's not their fault.
You hear the scribbling of the lieutenant's pen.
And what are you doing here in the whirling in
I'm
rags?
wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
And why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
The whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
It's...
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
What is this wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
They tell us you were raped.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us? Are you sure you weren't? What did happen between you and the victim? What can you tell me about him? What did they hang him for, if not that?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
He asked you to spice it up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
What can you tell me about him?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know... hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did happen between
We
you
partied.
and him? The kind that I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No one parties harder than me.
Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Were feelings
A
involved?
little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about?
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must be hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes,
Say nothing.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, is it snitching? Then why? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. If it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
The caller's voice was
I
disguised.
didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
And that's why it's broken.
That's some clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty. Why go through all the trouble?
No, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
And how do Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
And did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Thank you for telling us all of this.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Nope. Nope.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking.
Magnesium-based life form.
These artworks are really pretty.
We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species. The next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
We've got extra evolution. I don't have as much logic anymore. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only to call of the Commodore Red, prostitutes in Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it had been resting covered in ghosts and seaweed. He's the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Oh, I have to... Oh, okay. I actually need to level up. I didn't know that.
The same small, heavy...
What's up, Kim?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of
What
that?
else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off
You
here.
think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Yes. Hello, I am Comrade Turpy. How are you?
Hello, officer.
Nope. I wondered if my volition went up. Nope. Once I level up, I'm going to start discovering communism. Hey, buddy.
Behind the dockworkers,
Ooh.
a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I think our chances are good.
Nothing.
Never mind.
Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless.
It's you again. What is it?
If you'll let me talk, Titus. Glacia says she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Watching Mockingjay Part 1. You've made your way through the films pretty quickly. Is Mockingjay the last one? I assume so, if it's been split into parts. This is Disco Elysium. It's a point-and-click story game, is the best way I could describe it. There's been a murder, and we're trying to find out who did it. And it's one of those murders where everything's not as it seems. The party in front of me have all admitted to hanging the same person, but there's obviously more to it. I think that's a quick way of describing it.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And
Let's
you
go.
went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too.
No, come on, take a swing. Take a swing. Hey, batter, hey, batter.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
And what's on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why.
Where did you get the tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
And so you've bugged them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing the advanced radio work?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to
I'm
this?
sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Fuck you, Shanky.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the
Don't
investigation.
forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Fuck you, Titus. I am the law. Alright, I imagine Kim's car. Let us listen to it. Oh.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even talking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks...
Oh, he's a car guy.
dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
A fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth metal surface.
An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Enough about the details.
Anything else?
What's it pack in there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-litre V12 there.
That's what? Rub your chin. A 7-litre V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
A smug smile.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
No, okay. I've got a feeling we're going to have to go to the... it's been a while. Hold on. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of... don't know how to pronounce that. You found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Mabel's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Is it a coincidence being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
This is flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Very well. Put the flower back.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on your fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Sure. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play it. We're probably going to have to go to the pawn shop. I think this is as far as I got in...
A typical Martinez streetlight sits The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
This stereo 8-approved machine here.
Is the Harmon Waushi W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
I need the money for tomorrow as well. Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
A man like that in a neighborhood like this, in a rickety house falling into the sea, there's fear in him. Use it to your advantage. Careful, you can only do this once.
Aren't you afraid of masked gunmen, the roof falling in, killer waves, aircraft accidents, botched surgeries? I'll buy it for 4 real. God damn.
No, not really. I expect momentous change at any moment.
Damn.
But it seems that you are.
He almost sounds concerned and seems to weigh your offer.
Fine. 4 real.
Oh, okay.
Success. Sort of. Whatever gets the job done, right?
Thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the
And
boombox.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, let's get out of here. That's a hell of a deal. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio taped items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Hell yeah.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The rest of the tape is
The
empty.
lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end?
End
Silence?
of recording.
And what do you
It
think?
seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
And who's this Corty?
Thought he could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
And what's
A
Kohoi?
village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay then, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Yeah. Alright, back we go. Or, hold on, we'll speak to the old man first. About those flowers.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Do Maybells mean anything to you?
I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck.
Wait. Unlock a new slot. Oh! Internalize communism. Do I have extra points? No. Hold on. Is this a royalist military tradition? Did they bring you good luck?
You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment. The revolutionaries sullied them.
Okay, folks, I'm going to take a quick break, just to use the bathroom stuff. Don't forget to stretch, don't forget to hydrate. While that's going on, I will actually probably just leave the background music on because I'll probably cut in music. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay.
You stirred up some bad memories there.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston. But not while we have company. So, officers.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month.
There's something down there. Musty smell of potato cell in spring emanates from the air vent. So, there's something in the sewers? Where was I going? I was going to speak to Glacia. That song that was playing before we entered the hotel, the bum bum bum, I always think it's the start of the Endwalker title screen. Tales of loss and fire and faith. And I can't unhear it. The thing is, like, they're definitely like different keys, but it's the bar 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 every time.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona? No way, Persona reference.
Running joke. I was gonna
Oh.
say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Are you ready to talk about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
Keep it to yourself.
She shivers slightly.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
It was an Ornay's map of the waterways.
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
And you were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us precisely what these mean.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
How old was he,
He
miss?
was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
A miss. The adversary one.
Where is Lelystad?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil, and violence.
I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young one for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
All right. Back to the Hardy boys. I'm still dripped out.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, Titus, I'm glad you asked. So I talked to Classia about the tape.
Man. He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
And nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny?
Funny.
Oh, good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Women be shopping. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
She has special training, and I'm not talking about Orani's
I
lit.
don't know what the fuck that means. RNA's lit. What is that shit?
I've noticed the same. Yes, he meant Orane's literature. Women are always reading, right?
Women be shopping.
The lieutenant adjusts his electronic wristwatch. Psychological and physical training from an unknown government body. I noticed it. You noticed it. They haven't.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happens?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember? I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
He throws his beer can down.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
I mean, it's only day 2. I don't think it's over.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Convince him he's being manipulated. Not with 8% as a chance. You may retry it.
Classia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
You guys are always telling me that they're good and they aren't. Okay, man, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle. Played an imaginary fiddle. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I've got this fucking dark shadow over my heart. The same thing happened to my friend Gar over there. A chick tried to make him part of her forgot about caught carousel.
The fucking what now? You mean the barman?
That's cafeteria manager to you. That is unimportant. Focus on the word caught
Yeah,
carousel.
we're all very focused. What does it mean?
Caught carousel.
Yeah, cock carousel. I hear the goddamn word. What are you saying?
Boss, I think he means a joyride made of suckers. You telling us we're suckers?
Just keep saying it then.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing a new word in my life. Now fuck off, will ya?
Caught carousel.
Boss, I think he's just gonna keep saying cock carousel.
Yep.
Sounds like you're on some kind of carousel yourself. And it's not a pretty one.
No, he's not.
One more.
Officer, look at me.
I'm not saying anymore.
Your face is drooping.
Cock carousel. Don't feel so
Yeah,
good.
You don't look so good. Beer?
I thought that would work. Okay. Convince them. Can't deal with this until Wednesday, I don't think. Missing badge. I refuse to call the police. Made a way to secret passage. Right, so the... Okay, let's look... Can you show me something that isn't just... Nope. Stop it. I've not spoken to Joyce in a while. I've also not been to the bookshop yet. Okay, that's good. This book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Where?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is
It's
this?
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
I know all these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And why are you standing out here?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I could really start dismantling the free market. Pat her head.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
And what hard work do I do
Look at
exactly?
yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You Ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
And I got that giant novelty check from
Wasn't
Everard.
easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
Different timeline.
But you still hustle 24/7,
Hell yeah.
ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
Yes, quite.
Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
It's because that guy riding my ass. The system is broke.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax.
Alright.
98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. What? It's not helping me
What
out.
are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Well, if not being an ultra-liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should be an ultra-liberal.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Okay. I believe this woman has a missing husband.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rope.
Did I just lose those dialogues then? Oh, there they are. You memorized the title. The book says you must have a Franco-Nigerian hard body. Okay. Right, let's speak to Joyce first, because she's far away. Are the edges... Is this the burning that we're talking about? Why I can't see very far?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, that's not much. Any more information? Okay. Yeah, I believe this is the one where we basically just gaslight her and... No ceremonies, just hello. Who are you?
No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Good. Good. Nod.
It is.
I'm a
I know
policeman.
you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No,
Maybe your
that's not it.
maybe your husband's
My
missing.
husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Kids are always going missing. Weak, pathetic kids. Always getting themselves killed.
Watch your browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
Your hands look like they belong to a heavy
It's
smoker.
not like yours look much better.
Just give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you, I don't have any. Go bother someone else.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
Just give me your cigarettes, okay? Don't lie.
Sorry, officer.
She's lying. Lying, lying.
I know you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. Why should I lie?
You'd lie too, wouldn't you? You'd lie and steal and cheat. Ask her again. Squeeze the truth out of her.
I don't
Keep
like this.
pressing.
Move on.
She sighs.
Maybe your children are
No,
missing.
absolutely not.
So where are
I'm
they?
a policeman or a nanny.
Nanny, where are
They're
they?
not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Smoking. Giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes?
That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
What is this doubt you have then? Something has happened here.
How old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me their appearance? Any feature that stands out? Something to make identifying a little
Why
easier?
do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
Maybe your cockatoo's
I don't
missing.
mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it
I
missing?
don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the help. Let's talk about something else.
Please, let's do.
The woman before you nods and...
I have had a conversation with her in the past where she did admit her husband has been missing. Clearly, I'm not a great detective. Clearly.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
What does that mean?
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
So you're an owner of the store?
The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Farewell for now, book peddler.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Psychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I'm a police officer, I need to get in there.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there.
I'm going there.
I can't allow that.
Too bad.
You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
I don't care, you can't stop me, I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this.
Lies. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Rip them apart.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Okay. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at the unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Oh, jeez.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
Posture.
Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram.
Check your surroundings.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear.
And what about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
I like my chances. Ah! I passed.
Smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there silent and brooding. Smash into the door again, wordless. Smash into the door and shout, fuck the system. Smash into the door and shout, freeze dirtbags. Smash into the door and shout, hands up now. Smash into the door and shout, fuck it hurts. Hehe. Yes, Kim?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. Is it an adventure? No idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house, nothing mysterious here. Actually, do I have any... Okay. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Oh, shell put ball. I can give that to the old man. The poster says... The rest is worn off. Actually, a shot put is probably not the same. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. Smells like leather and sweat.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
Yeah, why not? Hooah!
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Say nothing, revel in the feeling.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Good technique.
Lieutenant nods with approval. Okay. The hallway is blocked by an old window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. What is this place? Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs that remind you of blades. A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth-bitten. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. How's that? Right, a ball used for playing shot put. A favourite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you could hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. The hell is this? This cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on their side reads production schedule note. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Dunno. Skis of slipstream printed on the laminate top layer. But where are the clothes it used to display?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
What is going on? Turn on the
The
machine.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Put it in.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology.
Quiet you.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print
Let's
keys
remove it for now.
shine on the key. The filament slides out of its glowing.
Kim, what the fuck is that?
Yes?
Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh. Wait. Let's...
Yes.
Nope. We're in the sewers.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
What am I looking
Radio
at?
frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
For what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical
Think
here.
so. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi?
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say
The
that?
schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
And what else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one.
What is this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Despite the
These
drawings.
lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the Welkin, this is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the
Oh my
Torwar,
god, this is a
the
lot of
humans,
words.
and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much
Some
time on
people
this?
really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Well, this has been educational. Let's move on
Just
from the
look at those
Welkins.
details. So much effort.
Right, before we go further, is there anything this way?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Still nothing. Those curtains prove to
Stop
be
hurting
surprisingly
yourself.
sturdy.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I want to see what's on the other side.
Why do you think there's something on the other side, necessarily? In any case, there's no way we can...
Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Floorboards creak. Curious. All right.
Your flashlight slides over some of the writing.
Inspect the photos.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50.
Sorry, I'm just gonna
Cryptic words
read
like
these through
sprint,
quickly.
daily. It looks a bit like an academic calendar. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Hold on, let me type these down. Just in case. Their passwords.
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old...
Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, yes, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program.
No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
And has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, but I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How are they planning to do
Call-in
that?
stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Right, hold on. Right.
Tiles on the cube are like a smooth the speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. And
Now, can you please received fortress accident? Yes, I...
she repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater. As for me, well...
On an island on the River Esperance.
Now, please tell me if the fortress accident is the company. One moment.
You have any information about this company?
Fortress accident SCA produce. Any other questions?
Alright, never mind. I'll come back to this. Let's check the sewers and then we'll call it. Magnesium. Wonderful. Do I need magnesium today? Probably. I have no ways to heal myself now. Oh, it's a bear.
A terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Fascinating.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside the
The
fridge.
shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you. From the paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Somewhere in the past, it's summer. 5-year-old Fifette lets go of her mother's hand, change jingling in her pockets as she hops towards the ice cream stand right across the plaza.
Shake from sudden cold
As
sensation.
she makes her way to the market stall, the girl starts crying. A ferocious ice bear is guarding the fridge, its paws raised to ward off any potential customers. Her mother
What is
rushes
this?
to soothe her, but Fifette doesn't want ice cream anymore. She just wants to go home. The ice bear stares at them as they leave the plaza. A gust of wind flies one of the wrappers right past the sobbing girl.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this
I know.
hyper carnivore.
What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy.
Weird. An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. This flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure to the refrigerator
The
door.
note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer.
You'll find the
Sully Swaff.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home. It's important. Who wrote
Looks
that?
like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
What's a filament
It
memory?
belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's
Fascinating.
like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid? It's probably
Really?
Kuno.
You don't have a single guess?
Lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You mean
Oh,
Kuno?
I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could
I
be?
don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
We're on the case. Right. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the
Most
rifles.
of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
And what does this mean? A rifle
It means
here.
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
So I just have a gun now? Okay. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. So there's nothing else in here, right?
A few bricks have fallen.
No. Wee woo, wee woo. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Try to crack
You
open the
slip
lid.
your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Aww.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand.
Equip the pry bar.
I know. God. Not that stupid.
This orange machine
Nope.
is buzzing like an old submarine. It had...
Nope.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Okay. Insane mesh tank top. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put that in that drawer? No further comments. Wear at your own risk. Drama, clinically insane. Hold on, let's see how this looks on me. I'm living on island time. Intercom wires running into the breaker house box. Oh. Okay, I have a way in now. A cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. I like money. The wall collapsed, it's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly
No one
peeks
has used
inside.
it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
When he sees you climb halfway inside. I hear the murder of a hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
Smear your hands with coal. No. No, Harry. So...
This orange machine. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear. Something close to you dies.
Why did you do that?
It's black, it's not like the red one, because it's black, the colour for Measurable Cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has
unplug the red one.
Electric sizzle. The room is...
Okay.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Alright. Let's go see the scary bear again.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge.
Okay, so I hear water dripping. Something is a drip, 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 and I make it stop. Whoa. Any secrets? Nope. Nothing over here. Right, what are my odds?
This orange machine is
3%.
dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Do I have any clothes to make it easier? Maybe? How about now?
This orange machine is
No.
dead still. It has... Both cables are on. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current. Happy.
Okay, let's go back the way. please. God's sake. Okay, I'm looking for dripping. Okay.
As before.
Oh wait, no, I turned them back on, so there's probably no more dripping. Damn. What does it all mean? Speak to the lady again. Another case solved, wouldn't you say?
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Host Almighty, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know about the curse. But curses aren't real,
Of course
man.
you would think that. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Huh?
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
I don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
Do you mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming
Yes,
from there.
I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Okay, right, okay. I guess the mystery is not over yet, folks. I'm gonna quickly speak to Kuno. Shine a light in his eyes.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Nope.
Kuno doesn't.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Two cable and electric something.
Why did you do that?
It's black, it's not like it's the red one.
Lieutenant raises his brow.
Damn it, Kim, I get the results though, don't I?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor.
Oh, easy.
Open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Okay. I'm kind of interested in becoming a bad guy. Nah, let's be a charmer. I did it, Kim! I solved the mystery of the Curse Lady. Ooh. The tray is full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Hello.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on the throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
What do you mean by milius?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
And why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer. I need to ask some questions.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Thank you for your answers.
Anything else, officer?
What is this
We're
place?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and
But
there.
when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Looking around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows
When
above.
she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Do you remember what happened to the other tenants? Everyone
More
else
or
is
less.
gone.
Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a
The
story.
place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about the other
There was
ideas?
really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back,
Sounds
disapproving.
like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl just like that. She works at the Friet.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
She's already remembered. What about the bear?
The bear.
Pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work
Of
out?
course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
No, it's solemnly it's the market doing its job. I killed the bear.
You did what?
Unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands to lay it to rest.
I can see.
She nods, eyeing you up and down.
Taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Scary, but cool.
Megatherian?
Megatherian, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega
It's
wild
an
beast?
imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and
Too meta.
noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I have a vision beast
Do you?
myself.
Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside its light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up
They
her
were an
face.
interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean, liberal? What
The
happened?
usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette
They
break.
seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
But when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic
The
desk.
result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Anything else?
Other
Good.
questions?
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Right, we'll call it there for today, folks. Looks like there's a bunch of dialogue to listen to. That lady seems nice. I don't know if we're any closer to solving what's going on, but I definitely spent almost 4 hours finding out. And these passwords were for nothing. So I'll close that. I hope you all have a lovely evening, lovely day, lovely morning, wherever you might be in the world. And do I have anything else to say? I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Possibly more Final Fantasy, we'll see. I definitely want to play some Deep Rock. Anything else? No, originally I was wanting to play some Monster Hunter today, so hopefully during the week I can play some Monster Hunter as I'll. Yeah, I mean, the past few weeks I've been playing the same games pretty often, but you know what? I'm enjoying them, and that's the important thing. But enough about me just telling you what the week's going to look like. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. So until then,